I just cannot finish it. This is going swimmingly. We're not done yet. Well, I think that this is gonna be a really great reading day. Hi, welcome to my channel. So if everything goes according to plan, this should be my first video ever on this channel, and I'm really excited. This is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. I have never participated in a 24-hour readathon. Now for me personally, I am going to fall asleep and then I'm going to just count the hours from whenever I stopped reading last to whenever I wake up, and then I will continue. I think that that will just work out best for me, especially since this is my first one. I don't really know if I feel like doing the whole 24-hour thing. I'm also not a college student anymore, so I don't really know if I even have the energy to do 24 hours anymore. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. These are the physical books that I have that I really want to read, and I also have an audiobook. I have an ARC that I am currently reading. So I have a lot of options. What is this called? It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. People We Meet on Vacation. I know. This I have been reading since June. I just cannot finish it. The Taking of Jake Livingston. This is a shorter book, so I think I'll get through it pretty quickly. It's also Friday the 13th, so I think this would be a really great read for today. One of Us is next. All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. It's a series of personal essays about George M. Johnson, who is a prominent journalist in the LGBTQIA+ community. Explores his childhood, adolescence, and college years in New Jersey and Virginia. And then I have an ARC that I got through NetGalley. I'm reading Royals Next Door is what I'm reading. I think that this is gonna be a really great reading day. I definitely am going to listen to the audiobook for the, oh gosh, why can't I remember what it's called? I'm gonna put the picture up there. Why is my memory so like, what the heck? I have my AirPods. All Boys Aren't Blue. Yes, that's what I just finished. The audiobook was absolutely amazing. I loved every single second of it, and totally would recommend. 5 stars from me. And now I have to figure out what I'm gonna read next. I know my priorities were like People We Meet on Vacation and The Taking of Jake Livingston, but I think I'm leaning towards People We Meet on Vacation because I kind of just want to finish that story. I just want it done. I want to be done with it. It's not even that it's bad. I like it. Like, I like Poppy. I like, what's his name? Oh fuck, I can't remember his name. Something about it, I'm just not really want to take a little break. So I think I'm gonna either watch a little YouTube, watch some iCarly new episodes, or like try and catch up on Gossip Girl, because I really need to catch up on Gossip Girl. But like, I'm not really vibing with this reboot. I mean, at first I think I saw potential in it, even though there were things that I just didn't like. But I also had this idea of a DIY I could do because I was watching TikTok and I saw this person's video and they had bookmarks. See, look. Those bookmarks are using like paint samples from like Home Depot and like Walmart and like wherever they sell paint. And I have a bunch of paint samples from back when I used to journal a lot, and I used to have like a physical reading journal. Now I use Notion, which I really need to find a way to use it again because like I spent a lot of money on that journal and like we can't just let that sit. I have a bunch of paint samples and so I never know what to do with them, and I thought that I would cut them to give that little point because I think that looks really cute in her books. finally finished The People We Meet on Vacation. It is 11:24 p.m. It took me 6 hours to read 200 pages roughly. So I'm gonna put something on the screen to say spoiler so you can like kind of just jump forward. There are bounce back chapters. Like there's the chapters that are like this summer, like for example this summer, I'm trying not to show you any spoilers or anything, this summer, right? And then there will be other chapters that will say something like 6 summers ago, correct? Oh my gosh, those flashback chapters, not all of them needed to be in the book. A lot of those chapters could have been summed up in like a paragraph, some of them a sentence. Those chapters contributed nothing to what I liked about the relationship. I would have loved those flashbacks more if all of them were like not just during summer vacation or like a trip. Like what do you do when you hang out when you're not on vacation? The chapters that are just this summer, you could have read this book and been totally fine, which I halfway would recommend you do. Didn't like that format, even though I really do like Poppy, and Alex is his name. I like them a lot as like 2 people and I like them as a couple, but part of me did think that this was just going to end with them both just deciding that they just needed therapy and like maybe just being happy and content where they were. I don't feel as if I ride for them as a couple as I should. I also feel like there just wasn't enough of them together as an actual couple. When they were in that place of like being together officially, like her brother is like not her brother, but his brother was like, well, you know, it would have been great if it was you, but like we really love Sarah too, and like, you know, he had a ring, he was gonna marry her, like we just want him to be happy. So do you guys like not like what goes on when you're not on vacation? If you were like truthfully that great, I feel like it would be like, you know, no Sarah at all. Like it was like always you. It was always you. And like of course it's always you, but like I hate that. I hate that I didn't love it. I wish I did. I am going to read Emily Henry's other books. I'm gonna read Beach Read, and then she has another one that's coming out next year, I believe. Or is it coming out this year? I don't know. It's coming out though, and I will give those a try. Now that that is done, I can finally take off this makeup. Let's go do that right now. I think I'm gonna start The Taking of Jake Livingston. See, I thought that I would finish People We Meet on Vacation sooner, so then I could read The Taking of Jake Livingston while it was still Friday the 13th. But unfortunately that did not happen because the other book took me forever. But we're gonna start it anyways, and we're gonna just, I mean, it's still Friday the 13th until I go to sleep, so I mean, whatever.
Controls the lights. It's hard to stay focused when roses are 30,000 feet below sight.
Can't even think right now properly. Okay, so I finished, what was I reading? The Taking of Jake Livingston. I finished this. It was really good. I don't think I've read a book quite like that. I liked the storyline and the action, and I also liked the relationships, like the friendships that Jake was able to get. That was fun. I read All Boys Aren't Blue. I had a lot of Black queer reading today. Lovely. And then I finished People We Meet on Vacation. 3 books, and I am a rock star for that. I think, at least. So now I'm going to read my arc, which I think I said this earlier, but it's for Royals Next Door. I think it comes out August 31st. I need to figure out how to get my arcs on my Kindle. I swear you can read arcs on your Kindle, but how do you get it on here? Good morning. So last night. That was such an experience, but we're not done yet. We still have a few more hours until technically it would be 24 hours put together. I finished my arc, which was Royals Next Door. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. Once I got going, I really just sped through it, and then the ending was just a little quick, but you know, I finished it, and that's all that matters. So we officially have 4 books correct, I believe. Next we're going to start One of Us Is Next, and I put my little bookmark in there. Oh my god, it's so pointy. It looks dangerous, but I really like it, and I matched it to the book, which I think is also really fun. I like that. So I'm gonna read One of Us Is Next, or at least I'm gonna get started. I haven't read the first one in so long, I can't even remember what it really was about. A ton of copycat gossip apps have popped up since Simon died, but in the years since Baby 4 were cleared of his shocking death, no one's been able to fill the gossip void quite like he could. The problem is no one has the facts until now. This time, it's not an app though, it's a game, Truth or Dare. Simon's gone, but someone's determined to keep his legacy of Bayview High alive. And this time, there's a whole new set of rules. Dun dun! I'm going to get started on this. I'm really excited. Let's go.
Didn't show me any love. You was too busy popping bottles with the thugs. I know you was feeling up. Nah. Don't know why you're trying to front. Couldn't even say what's up. Yeah, you couldn't even say what's up. Now you're saying I'm the one. Don't you know I got the juice, got the sauce. Get from around me, boy, get lost. You look goofy, you're a fraud. Don't fuck with lames. Swear to God. And before you blew me off, then I glued up and took off. Now you're left in the exhaust, but that's your own damn fault. Should've known you was fucking with a boss. Yeah. Should've known you was fucking with a boss. Yeah.
I loved it. I was so into it. I hated the first one because I felt like they just focused so much on the relationship after a point. I didn't like that, and it kind of left a taste in my mouth, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to try any more of Karina McManus's. It was I think her first book, and I'm already like, no, I don't think so. Yet every single book since One of Us Is Lying, I have consumed them in one night. I cannot put her books down. I really love the point of view of Phoebe and Maeve. I didn't really like Knox's point of view. I really didn't think he, like, I get why he had a point of view, especially towards the end, but I think in those beginning chapters, I just didn't see much of the point of his point of view. What I learned, first of all, you need to make sure that you select the right books. Like, the book selection matters. Please save yourself the trouble. If you haven't been able to finish it, there's probably a reason. Try and pick up as many manga and graphic novels and things of those sorts as you can. Even picking up some children's picture books might even help, because really it was a struggle. Faster reads and less of my mind working while I consume the content. You need to make sure that you get a lot of rest. I kind of just treated it as any other day, and I was just like, all right, today is the day. We are going to do this. But I really should have taken into account how much time I slept the night before, because I was exhausted, and I didn't even have like an extra reserve of energy after reading people. And I know I keep talking about that and I'm making it seem like it was such a horrible book. It was not horrible, but like, it really took a lot out of me. And if you've read quite a bit, you probably have those experiences with books where you're like, this wasn't a horrible book, but it took so much out of me to read this, and I don't know why. That book could have put me into a reading slump, to be quite honest. But that is everything from my 24 hours of reading. Will I be doing this again? Probably in the future, but not anytime soon. Trust me, I think I like the more casual way of reading, where I just kind of do it whenever I feel like it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will definitely probably do more in the future. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe down below, and leave a comment and let me know what you thought of the books that I read, or if you have any tips yourself for how to get through a 24-hour readathon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!